Y'all, it's Throwback Thursday with a ton of UFO sightings, so let's jump right in.
We're back with some fascinating UFO videos that actually raise a few more questions considering recent events. Starting with the Jeremy Corbell jellyfish video. I added this version because it's stabilized and there's a boomerang on it so you guys can get a better look, but also because they're being seen, or at least reports of them are now coming out more. So this one is in Poland. It's actually from 2020. The person was a little embarrassed about the video, but they finally made it public after Jeremy Corbell made his public. We even have one from 2009. And this one is extremely interesting. It's in California. It's not just interesting because it has a weird and similar shape to that jellyfish UFO. We're actually seeing three orbs orbiting it, kind of like that plane video. And it accelerates so quickly up into the air when it leaves, because it doesn't just disappear, it leaves. Here's a slowed down version so you can see that acceleration. That is insane. Those are breakneck speeds. And it reminds me of these pod UFOs that some are saying may actually be the extraterrestrial or non-human intelligence coming down. Speaking of, in Brazil, hikers think they've spotted two 10-foot aliens moving very quickly across the hilltop. What do you guys think about this? Right? These are two 10-feet aliens supposedly rushing quickly across the hilltop after we had a alleged alien encounter in Miami with 8 to 10 feet alien, after we had a alleged alien land in Las Vegas, 8 to 10 feet. Speaking of Miami, more people are now reporting more sightings in Miami, and they're wondering, look how that disappeared. They're wondering if it's related to the mall incident. This is also in Miami. Everyone thought at first that it was SpaceLink or SpaceX, including myself, except that you realize that they're not actually in a train. They're a little bit random and disordered, which is what threw the person off and why they started recording. I mean, this UFO phenomenon, I feel like we're definitely getting a catastrophic disclosure. I mean, guys, we're even getting more UFOs and UAP on radar. Look at this in England from just 2023, just last year. We're seeing this strange, I mean, I don't even know what to make of it, especially considering the camera, but we're actually getting military professional grade cameras and personnel reporting this, pilots reporting this, and we're getting more intel ever since honestly, ever since the whistleblowers, right? But things are really, really, in my opinion, I feel like they're ramping up, especially with that secret meeting David Grush had, which we posted a video about before. Make sure you check that out. This one is super interesting. There's a square in a circle, right? And it kind of looks like a representation of the cube within a sphere UFO that's been talked about. Just really, really weird stuff. And y'all know the portals scare me, so I had to add a little something scary. Not as scary as the doors to me, but these are really, really creepy. Some have actually said that they may have something to do with CERN and the large particle, the Hadron Collider. Really, really weird. I don't know about this one, guys. I'm skeptical. I want to hear your opinions on this. I mean, it does go behind the wires, and it it to me it looks like a traditional UFO, like that you would draw, if that makes sense. Like you would draw the little silver disc with like the green dome. Is that not what that looks like? This looks like the one, this is a different one actually, and it looks like the one we just saw. Does this not look like the traditional flying saucer? And like when you're younger and you draw like the glass top, you make it like a greenish or like a transparent blue. That is so mind-blowing to me. I don't know. I mean, again, I'm a little skeptical, but I love it. Chile. South America is popping. I believe we've covered one that was very, very similar to this before. However, the one that we covered was actually closer to the ground. I like seeing that this one's actually a little more up in the air because it makes me feel like it's more legit, if that makes sense. Look at this. This is absolutely brilliant. I think we've talked about similar sightings before, where someone mentioned that it actually looks like the surface of the sun. And now what's crazy is I cannot unsee that. It really does look like the surface of the sun, which is absolutely wild. This event in Russia blows my mind. It looks the best way that I can describe it is a massive ball lightning anomaly. Although I genuinely don't think that that's what it is. That's if there were a logical explanation, that's probably the most likely. But that thing is huge. Look at this one.
Ну, блин, уже ни хрена не понятно. Во-во-во-во-во, сейчас поднимается, вот оно. Вот оно, не фокусирует. Вот опять к нам летит.
I would be freaking out. I would be freaking out if it was like a light like that and it's super bright, because there is a point where I'm like, whoa, is that an extraterrestrial? But I would also be like, oh my God, are we being attacked right now? Is this like an enemy? Like, are we going to war? I would be freaking out. Guys, if you're enjoying this video and enjoying the UFO content, make sure that you smash that like and subscribe. And make sure that you share the more fascinating videos so that we can get this information out there and try and work together to get some answers on what is going on in our skies. Don't forget, we have awesome membership tiers for everyone as well. So click that join and check if there's a tier for you. And remember, every single member gets early access to all content on the channel. Oh, we've seen these spiral ones. My friends and I were talking about the spiral spinning ones in the air the other day, and we were talking about how they're like the Earth's loading screen. Because, you know, like when your computer's like trying to load a web page or anything, it does like the spinning. That's what it's like. This is so fascinating to me. I don't know what to say about it. At first, I thought it was like some ground thing they were doing like at some concert. But then the ball of light in the near the base, and then the way that ball of light is rising up, I don't even know what the hell that would be for. I'm sorry, y'all, but that one just really blew my mind. This is fascinating. They're zooming in. Now, we've talked about this before. This could be an issue with the lens with the hyper zoom in, but it still looks very, very interesting. Like, I don't even know how to describe the shape of this. And then, of course, we have people on the news talking about UFOs, and there's a UFO behind them on the screen. Absolutely crazy. Y'all, smash that like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about these in the comments below. Back with an eerie and mind-blowing mix of recent UFO videos, starting with this what looks like portal in New Jersey that keeps opening up and letting out little UFOs. Check this out. It almost looks like the area there warps a little bit, and then these crafts come out from it. Allegedly, this is mind-blowing if true. It's been hard to track down the source of this video, but it does look similar to another supposed portal that was opening up in California and also shooting out little UFOs. Is this how they are traveling? Do they not even need to go through space? They can just appear here on the Earth? Is this what they meant when they said that the technology makes them seem interdimensional? This UFO over Italy seems to be dropping stuff from the sky. It's going into the water and everything. I don't know what it could be dropping, but it's just a set of lights in the sky dropping a set of lights onto the Earth. Now, again, like the reps said the other day, like the representative said, these UFOs and the information that we get actually bring up more questions. I did want to touch on this from the Netherlands in 2020 because I know people were concerned about it. I just want to show a video like this and say, when I see this, I think Starlink. If you see how the lights look like they're on a train together, and the red and white blinking light in the front is leading them. That's definitely that's definitely Elon Musk getting internet up there. Starlink is everywhere now, and they were definitely launching back in 2020 as well. But it raises more questions, right? Because look, we're seeing these UFOs in the sky, like that one there. We're seeing lights and orbs in the sky, but we're also seeing alleged portals that are closer to the ground, closer to the ocean. And we're hearing terms like interdimensional, extra dimensional being used not just more frequently, but with more gusto. Like Representative Luna was saying it like she was sure the other day. Now here we have a sighting from the ISS. As you can see, we're getting some of the observables here in this video. It is moving extremely fast and making erratic movements. And there it goes zipping away. But movements that we cannot make with our technology, at least not manned and not in space the way that was. This year, again, I love these, and I want the truth and I want aliens. I've been looking at this one. It looks cool, but because of how far they are and because of how the world works, it could honestly be an optical illusion. We can see that there's fog or mist in that direction, so I'm not 100% convinced on that one. I've seen this 2019 UFO from Cuba. We may have actually mentioned it before in another video. And I've seen the debunk saying that it might be a kite. However, the kite that they're showing, the technology that it uses, I don't think would produce a light that smooth. Even spinning quickly, the demonstrations that I've seen of the kite, in my opinion, don't match the UFO. Here we have another little Orby flying above and around the plane. We even saw one near the president's plane. I think this is bold. And I think it's one of the things that we should be using to get more answers. Just how I said that the representatives are choosing their words wisely. Some people don't want to hear about aliens. It's too far-fetched for them still, as real as they may be. So it's important to talk about safety concerns, and flying near jets is a safety concern. Y'all, look at these orbs. These are crazy. Like what's in the center, but then again, refraction, right? And lens flares. It just makes it so hard. This is from an asteroid. This was supposedly in 1999. I mean, I was looking into UFOs back then. I don't really remember seeing this. I may have seen it on TV once. That definitely looks like a pyramid or like a station of sorts. It looks more metallic, in my opinion, with the shine than our pyramids. But it definitely looks like a home base for something, like a base of operation. Sheesh. This is in Turkey. And again, we're getting this diamond shape. What I will say about this one, we're getting some good ones, but again, a little skeptical. It's blinking. It has the red lights. There we go. Now we're actually getting the shape. This does look strange. Just kidding. So what I was going to say earlier, because I was going to say it could be something man-made with the refraction or the reflection and glare creating the diamond. But this does look weird. I do feel like that may have still been a man-made, maybe one of our reverse engineered, but the shape was crazy, so I don't think it was a plane. I've seen this one. I want to believe they point to the area in the daytime where they were. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. This is a lot. And I feel like other people would have seen it. But also to me, it looks like someone playing with a strobe light or a flashlight. And because of the darkness contrasted by the brightness, I can't tell that that's where he's pointing. I can't tell that that's actually there. I don't know that he's actually pointing at the sky. So I'm a little iffy on that one, and I want to hear your opinions on that one. As well as the next one, I'm a little iffy on because the next one looks almost like it could be a toy or a drone or a very elaborate. Not that I don't think that UFOs have lights, but I think that I don't think UFOs have these lights. This looks like a little party toy, party drone, party kite. This looks crazy. I don't think UFOs would need that much light, and I think that would draw too much attention. I mean, regardless of what the hell they're going for, that one's weird to me. It's just the thing that, even though I say they're weird to me, remember guys, anything is possible with the information that we're getting. This one from Poland is really interesting because it's not just a sphere, floating in the sky. It's giving me the same vibe that the sphere that was released by the government in quote unquote the Middle East with no real location. It looks almost identical to that one. This UFO in France reminds me of the one we saw the other day with the green dome that looked very typical. And I love this one in England because it does look very much like the saucer that we saw in Turkey that you can see the beings inside of. We got to make a video on that one. That one was fantastic. This one blows my mind. Y'all, I'm sorry. Some of these I'm seeing in real time. Some of them I reviewed beforehand, but some of these I'm watching with you, and I'm like, what? Look at this thing. What? That orb literally just went in there. But then it's like, well, they could be the size of a football field inside, so who knows what they can hold. I'm iffy on this one. I'm not going to lie, but I wanted to add it because people have been mentioning it to me over and over again, but I'm a little iffy on it. Guys, please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this and want more UFO videos, smash that like and subscribe and hit the join button to check out the memberships. Maybe there's a perk there that you might like. Look at this little saucer and let me know what y'all think. Is this a saucer or a reflection from inside his car? Welcome back, space enthusiasts. Today we're checking out some of the most insane UFO sightings of 2024. This is just now happening. We're starting with this wild sighting over on Saturn. As you guys saw, the red circle was highlighting one of its moons, and from it we see this faint light, like a purplish bluish glow, traveling across from that point towards Saturn. I can't even imagine how massive this is, because look at the size of these lights that we're seeing. These are Saturn's moons. So this is it's obviously not as big as the moon, but almost the size of a moon. What is this thing? And at first I was like, oh my goodness, is it also emitting light? But as it draws closer to the beautiful planet Saturn, you'll see that it's not. I actually say this because the ship that we're seeing actually disappears from sight before going behind Saturn. It actually disappears right when it gets into Saturn's shadow. Now, what I want you to also realize is that it quickly moved off from the moon, or from behind it, wherever it was, and is now moving slower as it nears the backside of Saturn. There it disappeared into the shadow, meaning it wasn't emitting light, but light from the sun was being reflected off of it. It was glinting, if anything. And this is fascinating and blows my mind. And when I realized that there was a difference in speed from it leaving its starting point. Look, it looks like it actually just appeared above the moon now that I'm looking at it. And I realized that it gets slower behind, or as it gets closer to the planet. I realized, oh my god, it's controlling its own speed. This isn't just some natural object up in space. Y'all, I'm so excited and so blown away by this. This video was actually originally uploaded by USD UFO Sitzungen Deutschland. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I apologize. But a link will be in the description below to the channel and to the particular video where this was posted. It is vertical, so I zoomed in so that we can get a better look. Like, look at this thing. And it's huge. We can actually see right off one of Saturn's rings. It's just about as big as that. I'm assuming that's another moon. I can't really tell. It looks almost like it's attached to the ring. I'm just mind blown by this, and I'm blown away by just how big it is. Again, look at the other dots in this video. Those are Saturn's moons. So imagine, by comparison to scale, how big this craft must be. And here we go. We're going to see right as it hits the shadow, it vanishes. The thing about the Saturn UFO is that this happened January 14th, 2024. As of recording, that was only 5 days ago. And on January 18th, just yesterday, this was recorded on the moon, also with a telescope. People are freaking out. The one on the moon now, I find the one in Saturn more fascinating for a few reasons. I do think that this UFO we just saw on the moon is a bit anomalous, but as we zoom in, you're going to see that it has almost a tail. Maybe it looks like it's kind of emitting something. I want to say that flashing almost looks like propulsion. I mean, of course, I could be wrong. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know that Japan right now is talking about landing on the moon, and on Earth we have quite a few missions of trying to go up there and do a few things. So I don't want to say right away that it was UFO, UAP, extraterrestrial in origin. However, I do find it to be anomalous. I don't think it looks like anything we have made. It doesn't look like one of ours. But it just happened yesterday, and I know some people are researching it. I'm looking into Japan's launch schedule, so hopefully we get some more answers soon. If you guys have any ideas, of course, let me know in the comments. But this is also 2024. We're not just seeing the UFOs here on Earth. We're seeing them flying around in space. This one is also a little bit mind-blowing, just because they're blinking. At first, when I saw the line, I was like, oh, this person posted Starlink. But then I realized they were blinking, and they're not blinking in unison, and they're not exactly in a straight line, which leads me to believe that it's actually not Starlink. This happened also on January 18th, 2024, in Lake Charles, Louisiana. This one was posted by Think Tank on Twitter. It happened in their backyard. I don't believe it's Starlink, again, just because there would be no reason for Starlink to blink so erratically. And they're usually in a straight line formation for their train. So I'm genuinely blown away. And then this, I'm telling you, 2024 is already crazy. So this sighting, it's a mass sighting. I don't even know how to describe how it looks. It looks wild. This is, as you can see, everyone is looking at it. They pan down with the camera so you can see the whole group. Everyone that's seeing it is also fascinated by it. And then you get this other anomaly that kind of appears next to it that looks like it's falling from the sky. I was thinking this could be a rocket launch, but it does look very, very strange. This video was originally posted on Third Phase of the Moon, their channel, and the video will be linked in the description as well. I love it because a lot of people saw it, and I love mass sightings because I'm like, okay, it's not just one person seeing something freaking out. It's like everyone is seeing the same thing. This video we've actually featured before on the channel. However, Jenanet actually compiled some more interesting UFO that look very similar to this. And when I saw his new compilation, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to add this piece because he's right. These that he's pulling up on screen now do have a very similar look to the one that we saw scanning that car or whatever it may have been doing. Like this one here even seems to be scanning. If you see, there's like a greenish light coming in, cutting through the trees. And Jenanet was actually clever and sleuthy enough, I don't know where he's digging, to actually find 3 other incidents that look very, very similar. He then shows them side by side, and yet again, I have to agree with him. Something very strange is happening. They are definitely scanning something, and all of these sightings did look very similar. What do you guys think of these? I think he's right. I think he's absolutely right. please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, if y'all are enjoying this, smash that like and check out the membership tab. There might be a tier for you. Keep looking up, y'all.
Absolutely fascinating. My favorite was the one that looked like a traditional saucer with like the dome top. Was there a little alien inside? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one.